I took a step back from book talk and read 28 books in the month of March. Let's do a March reading wrap up. These are in no particular order, but I will put the rating on top of the book so that you guys can know what I rated it. Mr. Fixer-Upper was part of my TBR shelf, physical books that I owned that I had not read. I knocked it out in the month of March and I was not super thrilled with it, but that doesn't mean it's not for somebody else. Something Wilder was also part of my TBR bookshelf. I wanted to get as many of these books knocked out while I was reading and taking a break from posting and making content all the time. This book was phenomenal. I adored it. I was not expecting what it was, but the book itself was a wonderful adventure. Book Lovers is another TBR book. I adore this book. This is the perfect spring book. If you are looking for a book to read and you want it to be quick and happy and wonderful, this book is amazing. I knocked out the 3 Lila Sage books. Book 4 is definitely pre-ordered. I am so ready for it. Cowboy Romance, this girl knows how to do it. Wild Side was a pre-order. It was finally released. It came in the mail and I devoured it along with the rest of the books in this series. Elsie Silver just knows what she's doing. Another TBR book. I did not love this book. I loved the twists. Frida McFadden really makes great books. I didn't like the details of this book that created the twists. So read into it what it's about before you dive into it, because there were some age gap issues that I was just not thrilled with. This one, another TBR book. I loved this one, not as much as I loved the Housemaid series. Those are still my favorite Frida books, but this one was so refreshing. I had no idea. I never do, but I really had no idea how this one was going to end. We finally got the 4th book in the Sparrow Falls series by Catherine Cowles, and let's just say I absolutely devoured it. These 3 books were an unexpected, perfect trilogy. I bought this book at Goodwill and started reading it and realized it was part of a series, and it was probably one of my favorite trilogies that I've ever read. This book almost came twice to my house, but it only came one time. I read it one time. I loved it. It was the perfect spring book to the Lori Gilmore series. If you have already read the other 3 books in this series, I highly recommend you pick this one up this spring. Book 2 comes out this summer and I should have waited, but I didn't. I bought this book at one of my Barnes & Noble trips and I immediately went home and read it, and it was hilarious. It involves goats and the banter between this couple is top notch. I went in blind. This book wrecked me, not in a great way. Didn't love it, but also this book was one of my favorite books that I've ever read. But seriously, this book was so well written. The way that she grasped grief and put it into the words in this book was so well done. I will never, ever not recommend this book. Say You Swear is first. You cannot read this book first, so please pick both of them up and read them immediately. I finished out the month of March with this book series by A.L. Jackson. I originally bought book 1 because I needed a second book for my buy one, get one half off at Barnes & Noble. And then this one was sent to me in a PR package and I was like, okay, it's time to dive in. I actually have not read book 3 yet. I just finished book 2. So I'm in the middle of this series. I want to say that if you liked Sons of Anarchy, this book series, you're going to need to dive into immediately. The rest of the books that I read in the month of March were actually all Catherine Cowles books. I have been going through all of them one series at a time. I am on book 2 of, I think, the 3rd series of hers now. So I'm going to put like screenshots of the books that I read by her this month. But I am loving her books so much. She has the best way of putting mystery in a romance book, and I am just enjoying that era of my life right now. How many books did you read in the month of March? Let me know in the comments.